G'day, Heath here from pickinglessons.com. Blues on the mandolin. We're in the key of G. We've got two variations over 2 rounds of the 12 bar. Lots of cool ideas, lots of cool licks. We're using the major blues, the minor blues, a whole bunch of arpeggios and some cool licks in there, a lot of blue notes. In a moment we're going to take a look at the first 6 measures of the first 12 bar here in this video, but if you head to pickinglessons.com you better grab yourself a copy of the tab, the complete arrangement there. In the member section we'll break down the remainder of the tune in a lesson. You also have play along and backing tracks there also, so pickinglessons.com. Now let's get into these first 6. So typical 12 bar, we have 4 measures of the 1 chord being the G or G7, and then we're going to have 2 measures of the C 7th chord or the C chord. We'll have a look at those now. The opening idea over the G7, we're utilizing the blue note, the flat 3, playing basically an arpeggio. So what we have is this little run from the open G, from the flat 3, which is the B flat, into the B, quick grace note slide. So we're going to slide straight to the 4th fret. Then the open D, yeah, passing note, E, up to the G. And then another flat 3 into the 3. So that's the B flat B again. So running down this second measure, again, very much an arpeggio running down using those blue notes. We have the G, the B flat, into the B, open D. So first 2 measures, 3, 4. Notice we're playing with a shuffle. So our 8th notes are uneven. We have the long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. I'll play it straight for a moment. Yeah, with the shuffle. So the pulse remains constant, but what is changing are those 8th notes. So the 8th notes, the way we want to interpret them, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Another quick way of counting it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which works great when we have triplets as well. Okay, so picking wise, in the right hand, downstrokes work all the way through, some alternating works all the way through. I'm going to leave that one with you because downstrokes would be okay. You might have a personal preference. Downstrokes gives us some nice attack at times as well. So if I played it all with downstrokes, yeah, now a combination of down and up. Yeah, maybe, and then some down up and then some downstrokes attacking even on the offbeat. Yeah, so those offbeat syncopated notes as a down, up, down, down, up, down, down, yeah, kind of punctuating that rhythm a little bit more. So as you go through this, you could just approach it all downs, remembering that we have the shuffle feel, but you can also alternate your picking too. This is not an easy break, so you're probably okay with your right hand already, so you can make that choice. You'll have a preference. So fingering suggestions for the left hand, keep an eye on the tablature. There are some suggestions there. Feel free to kind of work it out yourself, but the left hand, just make sure you're making a good choice. Check it out in the tab if you're not sure, because you don't want to get yourself tangled up there. So do check that out. But measure 3, measure 4, let's move on. We have a similar idea to kick it off. Flat 3 to the 3, quick grace note slide. open D, back to the B, now to the F. The F is from the G7th chord, yeah? It's the dominant 7th interval. So the F, quick grass note slide, running down, what have we got there? The E, the D flat, before moving to the C, yeah, for the C7th chord. Those notes moving down, those quarter notes, you could play them as a staccato, or you could play them legato. Again, your choice as you go through. Let's listen to those first 4 measures. And measure 3. Yeah, so measure a 4 really sets us up for that change into the C7 chord, which is so again, we're working around chord shapes. We're using arpeggio notes a lot of blue notes. So looking at what's happening in the C change, sliding into its major third from its flat third. So in this case, the E flat to the E. To the 5th fret, which is the G, which is the 5th of the C7th chord, the 5th interval. Yeah, okay, now there we have the B flat again, so that's that dominant 7th against the C7 chords. So and then just running down the pentatonic scale through the arpeggio as well on our way back to G. So this C variation and G's up next. And for a little practice, you can just loop those first 6. So let's just try slowly. 3, 4 from the top. And you can go back to the top here. And you could just loop that as a quick little practice to begin with, yeah? Of course, the 12 bar moves on to the G, then to the D, then back to the C as we finish off the 12 bars before the turnaround. We will check the rest of this out at pickinlessons.com in the members section, but you can just grab the tablature while you're there as well, so for the whole arrangement. Fingering for the left hand's there, right hand, have a little practice, a little trial and error there for which way you're going to attack it. A lot of downstrokes work. The natural down up of the rhythm works as well. Just remembering it's a shuffle though. Very cool. Having a really sound knowledge of arpeggios as well is going to help. So if you know your G and you know your C, C7, what have we got? D later on. If you know those arpeggios as well, all this kind of makes sense. You can see the shapes we're playing around. There's certainly some lessons on arpeggios and these scale shapes at pickinlessons.com you can check out. So head over there, pickinlessons.com. We will break this down. We will finish this off in the members section. I'll see you there.